Hello and welcome to Yarns and Books and Everything Fine. My name is Nina. I'm coming to you from Essen in the Ruhr area here in Germany. This is episode 3 of 2020, so I made it. I did it again after 2 weeks to record a podcast. Today is Sunday, February 2nd of 2020. I've been ill again, a bit of sniffles first, so bad that I wasn't able to go to work on Friday because I wasn't able to breathe normally. Yesterday I thought everything was fine again. No. Today I have a sore throat, so maybe there will be some coughing while I record this video. Hopefully not, but I don't know for sure. So my hope for February is that I will be better health-wise. I've been ill too much in January for my liking, way too much. So yeah, that's a bit of babbling at the beginning of this episode. My name is Nina. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Mikea Luna. I will write it in the description box down below. Some info on the advertising. There will be advertising in this podcast, but everything is self-bought and I'm not paid for it. So just enjoy what I will be showing to you. Again, I'm recording this video, this podcast on my iPad, so my eyes aren't directly onto you because the camera is there. Sorry. Okay. Podcast. This is a knitting or crafty podcast. So first of all, I'm wearing this beautiful earrings. I'm coming a bit nearer to you. They made of scraps of sock yarn by Ponderosa. I've made them myself. I wound little skeins of yarn, and so I have some beautiful yarny earrings. I've made these last summer for the Yarn Festival in Düsseldorf to wear them there, and I really like them. I think I've made them for the Yarn Festival. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I made them last year. And this curl I've knit in 2017. It's a sandy curl by one woman, by Olga Ivanova. Don't remember which yarn I used. I bought it at De Kreativ here in Germany in Essen, and it has a bit of glitter in it. Can you see it? No, I'm not sure if you can see it. Just wearing this mostly because of my sore throat. Next. Yeah, I accomplished my knitting plans for January 2020. I finished 4 waves, so I will show them to you again. 2 of them I've shown to you before in the other episodes. The first whip I finished were the vintage fairy light socks. Sorry, there's a bit of yarn that came out after I finished the socks. So, the vintage fairy light socks, which I finished at the beginning of February, directly on 1st or 2nd of January. They are knit out of sock yarn, dyed by a knitting friend of mine, Stricken and Sew, knitting in the zoo. It was her Secret Santa 2019 colorway, which I received as a Secret Santa gift. So this was my first finished object for January. Then I finished the yarn camp loop. I've shown this to you before too. Made of Leonard Grosser yarns, Joya and Ecopuno, and the designers for this cowl are Sockshype, Stina and Stitch, and Tanja Steinbach. And it's a free pattern for the Yarn Camp 2019. So this is the Yarn Camp Loop 2019. And I really like the colors. I've worn this cowl quite some time since I finished it. And so, and next finished object are the shiny gecko socks. I've shown them to you in the last podcast as the current whip, and now I've finished them. Here they are. Some glittery paillette yarns for the cuff, a beautiful pattern with some beads for the leg, and then the pattern on the foot without beads. Yeah, and the yarn is some glittery yarn. So, this was the bag I used for this project. It's by Amelia Extra. You can find her on Etsy. She's from the UK. The pattern I used was Gecko Socken by Ekel Becker. Gecko socks, not so. The paillette yarn for the cuff was by King Cole Cosmos. The colorway's name was Galactica, or is Galactica, sorry. It's some glitter yarn, paillettes in silver. And the yarn I used, this is the rest of the yarn, the sock yarn. Is by Frau Odersocke, a German hand dyer. You can find her yarns on Etsy too. And the colorway's name was Zaun Eidechsen Glitter. So it's a gecko glittery yarn. Some ordinary sock yarn, but with a lurex, silver lurex in it, so that it glitters beautifully. And the beads I used were these in green and yellow by Rico Design, just 4mm beads, rock eyes. So this is the third finished object for this year and for this month. So I finished these 1.5 weeks ago, I think. Love them. Haven't worn them until today. Well, maybe I will wear them soon. Who knows? So these were the gecko socks, and the fourth finished object for this month, the first whip I finished, are these beautiful pot holders. They are the Baker's Twine pot holders. It's a pattern by Ducati, a German designer. I call these my Slytherin style Baker's Twine because they are grey and green. They have these beautiful hangers that are knit first, and then you knit the pot holders themselves and put in the hangers while knitting. For the pot holders, you use 2 strands of yarn held together, and yeah, and I've used Millefini by Walleröde. It's mesmerized 100% cotton yarn, and I used the colors grey and green, and I have quite some bits left because I needed 4 skeins of them. And this is what I've got left. I don't know what to do with the leftovers. Maybe some patched third green and grey pot holder. I'm not sure. I have to think about it. No special project bag, just a regular cotton bag. So this is my first finished whip for this month. These are all the FOs for January. 4 FOs, 4 finished whips. I'm really happy with this. Yeah, I started a fifth, or I knitted on a fifth whip, but I didn't finish it. I've already knit a bit more on them. So I finished the gathered just this morning. A contrasting colored cuff in this bright yellow and some beautiful green yarn for the socks themselves. These are the Coffee Talk. This pattern is the Coffee Talk socks pattern by by I'm not sure by Tracy Miller. The Tracy from the Grocery Girls. I modified the pattern a bit from my pair of socks because I just knit the pattern until I started the heel and just used this technique of some pearls on the sides of the front, and now I have finished the gathered and I will just knit plain stockinette stitch until I start the toes. For the toes I will use again this contrasting yellow color because why not, and I call them my springtime Coffee Talk socks. They were evenly, or they were matched by the colors until recently, because there was a knot in the yarn. So here is it's already darker green than here, but it's okay, I'm fine with it. I don't need matching socks. It was fun that they matched at the beginning, but it's totally okay that they are not matching anymore. Yeah, Coffee Talk socks by Tracy Miller. This is a pattern. It's a paid for pattern, so I won't show you any more of it. And the yarns I'm using for this are Wolleröde sock yarn, 4-ply classic in yellow, and 2 skeins. These are the skeins. 2 skeins are Wolleröde sock yarn color 4-ply. So yeah, and this was an emergency project when I started it, because I forgot my knitting when I was meeting up with my knitting group. So I'm lucky to have a creative store next to my work, and they have yarn there too, and so I bought this yarn and a pair of knitting needles, also by Wolleröde, just 2.5mm circular knitting needles. So this is what I'm knitting at right now. I started to knit on them again in January, but I wasn't able to finish them, so I will finish them within this week, I think. This beautiful project bag is by Amelia Eckstraw. Just some beautiful Disney villains. I think I've shown this project bag to you in the last episode. So I've started a new project too, because I wasn't tempted to start it. I will show them in just a short period of time, just 2 or 3 minutes. First of all, my plans for February. February. Oh my God. I wish to finish the springtime coffee talk socks that I've shown you before. Then I wish to knit some socks for my brother and my sister-in-law. I promised them a pair of socks 2 or 3 years ago, so they I need to knit them. I really need to knit them. And I'd like to start to knit a pullover. I got this beautiful yarn by the Gediefra Dolce 120, and I think I found the perfect pattern for it. I have to think about it a bit, but I think I'd like to start this pullover. I won't tell you which pattern until I'm sure that I will start it. So, and yeah, that's for these are the plans for January. Then my newest stash enhancement. Sorry, my newest stash enhancement is some more Ekapuno by Lana Grossa. I bought, I bought 4 skeins of this beautiful dark violet, dark purple, and I bought a skein of this beautiful apple green for a specific project. This is cotton with merino and baby alpaca. It's super soft and beautiful, and I bought this yarn because I wished to knit the Wellenreiter shawl, surfer shawl, or riding the ripples shawl, something like this. It's a pattern by, or one of the newest pattern by Tanja Steinbach. This is it. The main body is knit in I will knit in the dark purple, and for this ripples I will use the apple green. And I started it just a tiny bit in the dark violet. I will need to use a lot of this beautiful and simple Pier stitch markers, so I know where I am. Yeah, that's for the new stash enhancement. Then I need to pack away the yarn so that I have enough room to put away all the things I wish to show to you. Sorry for the crinkling. I will show you what this crinkling means in just a short amount of time. I got a new knitting book. I bought the Harry Potter Knitting Magic book, and I'm in love with it. Just beautiful pictures and sorry, beautiful pictures and nice stories, and I don't know where to start with knitting. I'm really not sure. There are so many beautiful things with just look at Fluffy, or then the Wizarding Transportation Coat or Scarf. Wizarding Transportation Scarf, sorry. And what this is Nagini as a color. Some dark green beads for her eyes. There are blankets and scarves and washcloth and pullover and shorts and socks and oh, so many beautiful things. Mittens, cardigan, Weasley sweaters, so many beautiful things in the projects in this book. Yeah, I just love it. So then I got myself this funny gadget. It's a neck LED light. One moment. It's for while knitting on the road or in a cafe when it's a bit too dark to see enough. Yeah, just so funny little gadget. And then oh sorry, I need to drink a bit. I've got this beautiful mug, IKEA coffee, which is for coffee. So then what next? Yeah, there's a nice little pop-up store not far away from where I work in the city of Essen. It's by the Neue Arbeit der Diakonie Essen. It's a project for long-term unemployed people. And they make beautiful things there. This pop-up store or this I think they have an online shop too. Is called Kronenkreuz, and yeah, there's so many things, sewn things and woodwork things, and oh, so many beautiful stuff. And they had a little shelf with reduced beautiful things. They were reduced in price, but there was nothing wrong with them. Just leftovers. So yeah, I got some new project bags or Notion pouches. This beautiful orange colored with a zipper. It's as big as my hand, as you can see. So funny little thing. Then I got this one, just so you can see how big it is. Also with a zipper. And then I was lucky to get these two matching pouches or project bags. This one is a bit bigger than my hand, and this is double the size. This beautiful blue patterning, which reminds me of a beach and waves. Yeah. And I got these two. These are candlelight holders for tea lights, made out of different colored woods and a bit of color on the bottom of them, and I think they are beautiful. Not the same height, but it's okay. I don't need it. Wooden color, a bit of grey on this one, just beautiful. I used them already because candlelight. Nothing wrong with candlelight. Yeah. These are the things I bought at Kronenkreuz, which is a pop-up store. And they have all the beautiful things, and I think I might have a look again at the store. Yeah, and then a thing I wished to show to you last episode, but time was running up, so I wasn't able to show it to you. I ordered the advent calendar by Das Mondschaf for last advent, Advent 2019, and beautiful small skeins of yarn, sock yarn, which I got. I like to show them to you. That's why it's crinkling a bit next to me, because I left the paper on them so that I know which skein of yarn it is for which number. So number 1, what is it? This beautiful peachy color. Number 2. Number 3. Four. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. This got a bit stuck. 16. Doesn't wish to be packed up again. Oh yeah. Why not? This team is a bit grumpy, I think. Um, 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. also some green. And last but not least, 24. So this was the advent calendar from Das Mondschaf, which I really love. These are all mini skeins of sock yarn, and I'm thinking about what to knit with them. So we'll see. Yeah, what else? I've pre-ordered the 52 Weeks of Socks book by Lionel Magazine. I'm not sure if I mentioned this last podcast, and it will be out on February 14th, so on Valentine's Day, and I can't wait to get it. I've ordered it, I've ordered it with a knitting friend of mine, together because we ordered it directly from Finland, and it would be too much to order it for just one person. Packaging and postage costs are very high, so we ordered it together to halve the costs. Yeah, so we are ready for them. And last, a bit of entertainment. I just finished Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries. Very funny to watch. Set up as in Australia in the 1920s, and she's a flapper girl, and a wealthy flapper girl, I need to say. Sorry. And it's really funny to, or it was funny to watch. So I'm lacking a good series to binge watch right now. Maybe you can recommend me something for Netflix or Amazon Prime. I have both of these. Just any tips. I'm open for nearly everything. Maybe no horror, but everything else is okay, I think. Yeah. I've been watching the newest episodes from some podcasts, from Stranded Podcast, Bad Wolf Goes Sits and Knits, Jorge's Journal is the most recent one, Vari Knits, and from a knitting friend of mine, Stricken and Sew, which means knitting in the zoo. Yeah, and I'm still watching the episodes from Fable Knitwear. I think there are 6 episodes I need to watch until I'm at the recent one. Yeah, so I think that's it. Yeah, nothing more to tell you. Just a short episode. I will resume to my knitting position, and hope my sore throat won't be worse after I recorded this podcast. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see you soon again. I'll try to record another podcast in 2 weeks. And I like to say thank you. Even though last episode wasn't watched that much, but I don't know, maybe it's just January, or I'm boring, who knows. So yeah, see you soon again, bye.